In the state of Montana, anyone can run an animal shelter or rescue and be a breeder. Officials tell us you don't need a license. NBC Montana's Madison Donor is working for you to investigate how animal advocates hope to change that.
A dog or a cat can face the horrors of neglect and cruelty. They're supposed to be safe in a shelter or rescue, but that's not always the case. One reason why animal advocates believe shelters, rescues, and breeders should be licensed.
It's probably needed, that's for sure, but there are a lot of unanswered questions on how it would be done.
Officials tell us without regulations for shelters or rescues, they don't find out about animals in unhealthy conditions until it's too late.
I do think that we have so little regulation that we sometimes become a place that people want to come. If they want to either be commercial breeders or open up their own rescue, it's completely unregulated. They can just do it.
That was the case for a woman in Great Falls. She claimed to be a no-kill animal sanctuary. Court documents say law enforcement officers took 172 animals from her property after a fire broke out. Investigators say some of the conditions the animals were kept in were cruel. Prosecutors charged her with several counts of animal cruelty. In 2013, a jury found Mike Chalinsky of Jefferson County guilty of 91 counts of cruelty to animals after officials in 2011 seized 160 dogs from his property. He claimed he bred Malamutes. But animal advocates say no piece of paper can help track hoarders. Just look at these dogs, officials say were found covered in feces and urine. We're told these kinds of cases make the news more than they used to. That's why this next legislative session, they hope to bring a bill to the table for either a license or regulation on rescues, shelters, and breeders.
But if a law was to be passed, officials worry about how and who would enforce regulations to make sure that these animals are being cared for.
Have one inspector for a whole entire state, so it becomes a little more costly at that point. But yeah, you do have to set up that infrastructure that we don't yet have in Montana.
Last month, Missoula Animal Control received this Shih Tzu after a woman surrendered her because she was not what she thought she ordered from an apparent puppy mill. She says it came to her scared with scabs and missing fur. Although the dog is doing better now, this is what officials hope a license would help prevent.
It would have to be licensed and inspected. Problems would be recognized at the ground floor, so we can help solve them before they get to be big problems where law enforcement and animal control have to come in and rescue large numbers of animals.
Officials say although not all rescues or shelters are good, not all are bad either. They advise going to the facility yourself if you can. That way you can see and smell the conditions. Reporting in Missoula, I'm Madison Donor, NBC Montana.